And we're back to Digimon Sleuth. I haven't picked up any cases lately. I'm gonna change shirts, because that's what I do at the beginning of every video. Yep, just a plain white t-shirt with a really tiny logo on it. Unless, we have the Rebels one. Cool. Problems at Digipedia. Dictionary Site Administrator. Have you heard of the Digipedia? It's an online dictionary site that I run, but something strange has happened. Always at the cafe. That's where we meet all our clients. Shh! Lower your voice. Yes, that's right. I am the administrator of the Digipedia site. I don't want anyone to hear what I'm about to tell you, so I'll whisper it to you for now. You've heard about Digipedia, right? It's the free dictionary that anyone can edit. So recently there's been someone making a lot of strange edits to the articles. The editor writes everything in Kansai dialect. I've tried to revise the articles, but there's some kind of block in place, and even I, an administrator, can't remove it. Therefore, I was hoping you could find this editor and ask him to remove the block. Leave it to me. Wow, you're so reliable. Thank you for taking care of this. Incidentally, the pages that the editor has written on are takoyaki, comedy, etc. There aren't that many of them yet, thank goodness. You should probably start by looking at the edit log page. Please, take care of this. Hey, what's going on? Welcome. Please make yourself at home. Okay, I'll just sleep here and not pay any money, because I don't pay any money when I'm at home. Doesn't seem like there's any problem on the main page. I'll go check out some of the problem pages then. Takoyaki is Osaka soul food. They're small and round and they look real purty. It's best when the octopus in the middle's huge. There's also a different time of takoyaki where you dunk it in a broth. Y'all know about that? Comde is at the heart of Osaka. Yeah, it's real to the core of the soul. Or maybe that's supposed to be Seoul. That's a place in South Korea. I suggest y'all try the husband and wife comic duo Digimon and Babamon. Y'all be sure to come see them at least once in Osaka's little theaters. This isn't just in Kansai dialect. It's all pretty subjectively written too. I wonder if I can connect jump to the edit log page. Alright. Paralysis barrier? I don't think that's gonna pay off for a while. What even is down here? Nothing I can even see. Is this where the treasures are, or where the treasures are not? Hey, what's going on, Tenemon? Huh? What you want there, young'un? I am the one who made them there edits on Digipedia. Did you happen to find one of my articles there? Interesting, don't you think? What? You're saying there was subjective information in the articles written in Kansai dialect, and Kansai dialect is hard to understand? Well, you misunderstood then. Kansai dialect's the lingua franca of the whole world. It's real easy to understand, I say. Listen, I don't want to heard nothing about no articles. You understand? You're just upsetting me with all this here about talk about my writing style. Wow. That was hilariously underwhelming. Sorry, it was just what you said really got to me. It ain't just an interesting article. It should be easy to read and understand. Making a dictionary, the most important thing is professionalism. Please, give it some thought. Keep your voice down. Don't just yell out, "Hey, Mr. Mr. Seriously, but what I wanted to say is that the block on the pages with Kansai dialogue has been removed, and I've been correcting the pages bit by bit. You really did an excellent job, and you have my heartfelt thanks. Indeed, I just received an email from that fellow from Kansai just now. I'll read it to you. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. That there detective opened my eyes about it all, and I'd like to thank you kindly for that. Now I'm going to start my own blog promoting Osaka, and I'm feeling pretty excited about it. As you can see, he's quite a weird guy. So, when we went to that, when there was that restaurant level where they were talking about, how amazing all the sushi was, it made me buy sushi. That's something that's just gonna happen. Digipedia? Yeah, of course I know about it. Actually, how'd you go this long without hearing about it? I'm surprised, considering your age. Seems there's some sketchy poster on the second floor of Broadway. Have you seen it? A poster. What do you have to say about it? Ah, I see that sign caught your attention too. The Super Ultra True Puppet. It's quite the intriguing name, that's for sure. Like the name says, it's an exquisitely crafted doll made to look just like a real human being so that you can buy online. Or so I hear. Though calling it Super and Ultra True is a tad redundant, they could have gotten the point across without using both terms. It's actually not that expensive. I'm thinking of saving up my money and buying one myself. And it's made by Jorogumo Company Ltd. I don't have my phone with me. A nice snappy name for a company, although there's a bit of a sketchy vibe to it too. Anyway, I wonder who the model behind this doll is, too. Come to think of it. Hey, a case is coming in from May at the Inadin Occult Research Club. Drop by the office when you can, alright? Oh, it disappeared? Cool. Don't have to worry about it. I am dropping, because it's a floor below me. Living doll, dead person. Have you heard of the super ultra rare true puppets? We ply our trade there. Detective Karemi, you have to help us. You have to help us, please. May, calm down. I'm sure she'll help us. Tell me what's going on. What's wrong? Given that this is business from the occult club, I take it we've got another supernatural case on our hands. Yeah, I mean, no, probably. I don't think this has anything to do with the occult this time. Oh, then why all the big fuss? Well, there are apparently these dolls being sold on the internet that look just like me and May. I think those dolls are called Super Hyper Ultra Lookalikes or something like that. You must be referring to the Super Ultra True Puppets. I've heard rumors about them. Alright, tell me more. These dolls, their faces, their bodies, everything from top to bottom looks just like us. They're so accurate, it's creepy. And to make matters worse, they're being sold real cheap. You'd think they could go for at least a little more money on the market. That's not really the problem here. You get that, right? But it still sucks. It makes me feel like they see me as some kind of cheap piece of junk. I mean, I find it weird too that your doll costs several thousand yen more than mine, but... Wait. So you do care about the prices after... I said it's not important. Anyway, these dolls that look just like us are being bought by otaku all over the place. And when I think about what those guys are probably doing with, or to them, it just really creeps me out. You know, this reminds me of another incident. I wonder if this is connected to that. What kind of incident? There's a really dicey looking service out there that's called the Perfect Girl Project. You can use it to get a living doll made in the image of your ideal girl and live the life you've always dreamed of. But the police have been hearing about how owners of these dolls are going missing. I was just discussing it with Detective Matayoshi. Super ultra true puppets and living dolls made in the images of people's dream girls? I guess they sound like they could be related, but are you sure there's really a connection? That's the tough part to prove. To make dolls that look so similar to how you two really are, it'd take having pretty specific data on your bodies. I imagine getting your hands on something like that isn't exactly easy. Actually, I have an idea how they might have managed to pull it off. There's an LDC machine in an arcade in Akihabara that I think might be suspicious. LDC? You don't mean lustful dream chicks, do you? There's certainly not one for subtlety if that's the case. No, I mean Living Doll Club. That's what LDC stands for. Right, it's a machine that scans all your body and makes a 3D printed figure of it. Our data could have somehow leaked out of that, I guess. I definitely can't deny the possibility. Then our next step is clear. We need to head straight to Akihabara and gather info on this Living Doll Club machine. That'll be your job. As for me, I'll see if I can dig up anything else regarding the Perfect Girl Project. Oh gosh, I gotta go to Akihabara. Oh, I just noticed that I picked the shirt that looks like the one I'm wearing. I didn't do it on purpose. And I'm wearing my yellow pants too. I just gotta... There we go, that's... Akihabara seems cool, but it gets weirder every minute. You wanna talk to me? Why, what is it? Living Doll Club, is it? For a time, there was a huge ad campaign about how it used the latest in 3D tech and whatnot. There was a Living Doll Club in the arcade down the way, wasn't there? Not any arcade I know about. You there. I can tell from your body language you're frustrated and unhappy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I know this is out of the blue, but I bet you're into beautiful women, aren't you? I'll have you know that I sell top-notch dolls of only the prettiest girls. Maybe you've heard of them? They're called Super Ultra True Puppets. If you want, I can let you have one for cheap. Go ahead, check this one out for yourself. Granted, this one's an ugly one that was made as an experiment, and it hasn't sold well, but you understand how real my dolls look now, right? He's just saying that he knows exactly who this character wants to talk to. Well, if you're interested in having one of these for yourself now, I've got something even better, but it's a top secret service. Nobody can know. Mwah! Let me ask you, how are you doing health-wise? Well enough. I mean, I'm like 130 pounds, but... Great to hear. Really, even if you weren't 100% perfect, you'd probably still be fine. I bet you're bored with how your day-to-day life is going. Wouldn't you love to spend it with with the girl of your dreams? Doesn't that sound fantastic? I kinda like, Yuko, though. Because with the Perfect Girl Project, I can offer you exactly that. With the Perfect Girl project, you can have your ideal girl recreated and sent straight to your room as a living, breathing human being. There's just one condition you have to abide by if you use this service. Just one condition, and you can be free from the tedium you've lived up with till now. I bet you're wondering what that condition actually is. I understand. That's a fair question to ask. Tell you what, I'll let you in on that condition free of charge. Well, I don't want to have... It's already... Toys you have to entertain? Not worth it. Don't... It's hard enough entertaining my cat. I feel guilty that I can't... I don't play with the feather thing ever. The one condition is that once your dream girl has been sent to your room, you can never leave it for the rest of your life. Simple, right? Oh, you don't have to worry about survival. The girls take care of that for you. So what do you think? Not a bad deal, right? How do they do that? They take care of it? As in, they support my survival? Or they make it not a problem anymore? That's okay. Take all the time you need to think. Once you know what you want one. Just get in touch and I'll make it happen. Right now I think I'll just go check out the machine at the arcade. How's your investigation into the machine coming along? Ah, so you're just about to get started on it. You've encountered a suspicious man out by the machine? That's good timing, because I'm detecting a faint digital noise signature close to where you're standing. You'd better take a close look at that arcade machine. I bet you'll find some clues about how these super ultra true puppets are being made. As usual, this case is starting to take some weird turns, so be ready for anything in there. Looks like I can jump into the unit. I don't want to find out what's in there. Alright. I want to go home. I'm putting on extra high security. We're doing a VPN. We're using a weird web browser. We're burning this... my hand. Wait, I've been here already? Oh, I don't need any int boosts. I'm smart enough already. Huh? Why don't you have an exclamation mark? Are you not even the bad guy? Oh gosh. I'm too scared. I want to go home. He's too scary. Ah! I take people's data, make dolls from it. Lots and lots of dolls that steal souls, then become people dolls. The dolls are lifelike, the people are deathlike. Huh? Who? What are you? Any interference must be punished. Any interference must be punished. And he's actually a free type Digimon, even though he looks like and acts like a virus. So that means all my Digimon will do equal amounts of damage. Wow, that Dragon Impulse does way too much to my own Digimon. But it does twice as much as my Wingdramon does, so that's pretty cool. There's something on the ground. Mysterious URL. Oh, I don't want to go there. Did you just come out of the LDC machine? You're not with the cops or something, are you? What? I'm the cop's secret weapon. Oh, I didn't realize that's who I was hitting up. I must not be on top of things like I used to be. Well, I made a good amount of money as it is. Maybe it's time to call it good enough for now. Don't bother trying to come after me. If there's one thing I'm still good at, it's running away. See you. Do you have like adult women or just high school women? So the perpetrators behind this case are probably working that salesman you met and a Digimon working together. It's unfortunate he got away, but will live. As we suspected, those two probably used the unit to gather up girls' data and then used it to make the super ultra true puppets. Then does that mean you guys checked out the unit in Akiba? That probably means you have a good idea of who's behind the dolls then, right? Don't get too excited. We didn't arrest the guy, but we've got him cornered. I doubt he'll try to pull something like this again anytime soon. But the question still remains as to what's become of the Perfect Girl project. At the very least, we know each doll's looks are derived from a real person. The doll's realism is then used to help sway potential candidates to join the project. But what is the Perfect Girl project even about in the first place? I think Detective Kuremi mentioned that people who are part of it have been disappearing, right? Indeed. We actually picked up some rather useful information about what's required of anybody who does join the project. What is it? Anybody who has their dream girl sent to their room can never leave it, ever. I'm sure I don't need to explain why that's probably a bad deal. What's this? It's a URL left at the scene of the crime. This might come in handy. I want you to go to that URL and check it out. I don't want to, but don't worry about going too deep inside. We don't know what you'll find in there. It's very possible we could be dealing with something extremely dark and sinister. We're talking as grim as the stuff you look at for fun in your club, maybe even more so. Whatever's on the other side, it's not going to be pretty by any means. Oh, this guy. He's got 5 women surrounding him. Huh? Who are you? A cyber sleuth? Hey man, this place sure is getting crowded now. Is this my room? Yeah, of course it is. What's this about being inside Eden? Ah, stop joking around. This is clearly the real world. How could I be in cyberspace? Who are all these girls around me? They're my dream girls. My dream girls is pure, pristine dolls. Yep, this has all been made possible thanks to the Perfect Girl Project. You really know your stuff. As promised, in exchange for these dolls, I've stayed locked up in my room. He got 4 of them. Life with these girls is the best. I couldn't be happier. They take care of everything I need. Really, I don't see any reason to ever leave this place anyway. It's perfect here. But this is... really is inside Eden? Ah, cut it out already with that, man. Are you sure you're not the one who's actually dreaming right now? Huh. Alright then. So that URL led you to one of the victims of the Perfect Girl Project. Victim? What do you mean? Remember, to join the project you have to stay holed up inside your room for the rest of your life. But in reality, he was lured into Eden, and now he's living with those girls there while he's actually unconscious. But then that means... right. The so-called life he's leading with those girls in cyberspace is one big lie. The whole thing's just a sad scam. Anybody who falls prey for it is unwittingly imprisoning themselves for life inside the cyberspace, thinking they've never left the real world at all. That makes sense. It also makes sense if you think about the name of the company behind it, Jorogumo. Jorogumo is a mythical spider who appears as a beautiful woman to attract men to her waterfall. They'd plunge in for her and die at her hands. Oh, if I knew this was anyone here who'd know about this, it'd be you, May. You really know your occult history. Okay, so I get all that, but why go to the trouble of locking victims in their room and then imprisoning them in cyberspace? If somebody's stuck inside Eden thinking they're still in the real world and don't log out, then all that's left inside the locked rooms are living bodies, which could be used for any number of things. Like what? According to the police investigations, the victims are carried off by a third party and taken overseas to foreign countries. What? Why would anyone do that? A lot of the applicants are young and healthy. There are who knows how many people around the globe who'd want such fresh bodies. That's so horrible. We don't know for sure that it's anything along those lines. It's just a theory right now. Just thinking about it gives me real goosebumps. Anyway, about that guy your assistant met a little while ago, what do you think has happened to him? It's hard to know for certain. On the one hand, his body might already be lost forever. But, on the other hand, we might still have a shot at saving him. Might as well see if we can still call out to him. But we should be prepared for the worst. Huh? What's this? Please, you need to log out. Is this another one of that kid's pranks? How many times do I have to tell you, buddy? I'm in the real world. I couldn't log out even if I wanted to. You must be pretty clueless if you think this could possibly be inside Eden. Oh. Well, it couldn't hurt to try. I mean, there's no way it'll work. That's not how it works in the real world. I mean, come on. Huh? What am I seeing here? I don't get it. Error. Nowhere to log out. That's it? We're just gonna leave him there? The line between dreams and reality can be murky. It's why I can't dismiss the possibility outright. Detective Matayoshi says Arata's been seen in Shinjuku a lot. What's he up to? Hey, what are you doing around here? You're telling me the great cyber sleuth is just walking around looking for a job? Heh, just joking with you. If you're free, do you want to hang out? Actually, this written challenge just came from some mysterious guy. It says, in my hand I'm holding a very rare out-of-print edition of the comic Bakuen Delete. If you want it, accept the challenge. Basically, this is a rare comic contest. What do you think? Interesting, right? We should do it together. I know. I'll send it to Kyoko as an official request. She finds out we're slacking off work to go mess around. Kyoko's gonna explode. A mysterious man has issued a challenge. A fight with rare comics at stake. Cyber Sleuth, I need your help. Wait, where's that? Eden Community Area. Okay, so I went back to the Digimon lab. I realized a little too late that my Angel Woman doesn't actually have quite enough to digivolve into anything. It has 19. It needs 20. Oh my gosh. So I'll just Digivolve into a little Frigimon. And then maybe I'll turn it back into a guy, you know. And this is Lekasmon. Lunamon, no. Increases damage from water and light skills by 10%. And its special attack's a really weak water attack. Alright, so I have enough room for 11. Something who can take up 5. 5 exactly, maybe. Not really. Impmon can digivolve into what I think is called Sorcerermon, because we already have Wizardmon. Sorcerermon is just a different colored version of Wizardmon. And it prevents confusion, and he has a attack called Crystal Cloud. I think this is Bergramon. Yep. Meteor Wing, and it has Phoenix Feathers, which prevents instant death. And this is, not necessarily a, Final Fantasy reference. But it has a beak with teeth, so that's kind of funny, even though it looks horrible. And then this is Arcadiamon. We can't beat it because we can't get it because it's almost spoilers for the sequel. I think Woodmon has some sort of connection to Bakemon, who has some sort of connection to I don't know. We'll just let him get powerful. Renamon. No, because who doesn't like Renamon? Imagine getting all this training just to end up as a Platinum Sukamon and then get eaten. Cool. And I am trying to save up the 20,000 yen so that I can get the monument to put into Digifarm 2, because it's mostly light Digimon. And they have to all get to level 65 for my purposes. Make them both. Oh yeah, there's a farm expansion. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the farm expansion and the other one. Well, good thing I have another choice. Another chance. And then the electric symbol is the only one I have. For some reason it's the Eiffel Tower. So I'll try to move all my electric ones to Farm Island 2. And that just includes this one Agudamon. So yeah, all the yellow ones here will level up a little faster. I don't remember where I was supposed to go. But once again, we're out of time. Perhaps you should get back to your real job. Oh, man. Right. The Eden Community Area. Oh, you're here at last. You're late. Who's that guy? Probably Arata's friend. Hey, is this your friend? Oh, I mean, this is, Okay, so it's the two of you who are doing the rare comic contest this time. Okay then, do your best. Well, see ya. So I was telling you about the written challenge from the suspicious guy, right? The suspicious guy is a rare comic collector. He brings participants in with the promise of rare comics and then gets them to answer fan questions he comes up with. All over Eden, there are contest organizers, so-called game masters, who ask the questions everyone has to answer. The way it works is that the first one to reach the comic collector will be presented with one of his best comics. You can't just buy a rare comic from the collector. Man, what I wouldn't do to get that rare comic. I'm literally salivating at the very thought. We gotta do it. We gotta win. We need to get our hands on that rare comic. Huh? You wanna know what a Bakuen Delete is? It's a long story, but a good one. Okay. Bakuen Delete, or Baku Deli, is a set in a turn-of-the-century dystopia. Bakuen, or Bomber Garden, is the scene of a wild hero and heroine adventure. The hero is Shokyo Haku. He's the head of the student council, a brilliant genius, and a senior at a private school called Saint Arrays. Not just that, but he's an incredible hacker. Haku Soku Delete, he's vowed never to kill. He destroys evil hackers, all in the name of justice. That sounds like a good comic for me to read, to be honest. At the start of the series, he's a detective who can use hacking, but... are you even listening to me? Well, I did tell you it was a long story. Well, anyway, Bakuen Delete is now out of print. This is an amazing chance to get the final volume of the comic, which is extremely rare. Why is it out of print? Oh, well, that's a long story. Want to hear it? Okay, go for it! Well, it's just an overreaction. From when it was published, harmful hackers started to pop up in Eden, and people feared the comic was to blame. Believe it or not, they suspected the author of it being a hacker himself, and he was arrested. After that, it was recalled and went out of print. It was always just a minor comic with a few fans. The shop stopped stocking it 3 days before the arrest, making it an extremely rare comic. Now you can get the contents of the comic on the web, but nothing beats the real deal. Hey, are you even listening to me? You want to know who the suspicious guy who issued the written challenge is? Well, basically, I guess nobody really knows, to be honest. Okay, so this is the starting point. Game Master must be around here somewhere. Let's find the first Game Master and solve the first puzzle. Low-level Game Master. Haha, you're also a participant in the contest, right? Okay. So answer the following question. Question! In which frame of which volume of the comic series did the main character's rival, Ichinosuke Ginda, first appear? How am I supposed to know that? Volume 7, Frame 4. Wrong. Volume 5, Frame 1. Wrong. Volume 2, Frame 9. Wrong. Volume 5, Frame 2. Oh, this is a difficult question for you? It's an easy one for me. The answer is Volume 43, Frame 2, right? It's the scene where General Asimov brings him into the classroom. Haha, correct. This was just a beginner-level question. Next, please go to the entrance of Eden. You'll be asked another question by the next Game Master. I don't think people keep track of what happens in what frame. Do you go around counting the frames? Okay, the second game master should be around here somewhere. Let's look for him and answer the next question. Are you the game master? Okay then, let's get started. Question. In Baku and Delete, what is the name of the pet rabbit that belongs to Rodrigo, the main character's Japanese Brazilian next door neighbor? The dog was called John, the cat was called Polish, and the monkey was called Ekaterina. Really? Is it Pyongkichi? Wow, that's amazing. Correct. So far you've been able to answer all the questions easily, just what I'd expect from you, Arata. Now you should go to the Eden community area. There, you will be asked the final question by the next game master. The first one to answer the question correctly will be given the rare comic. Okay, try your best and good luck. Do we have to beat him up? I don't remember where he said. Did he say open space or community area? The top tier game master should be around here somewhere. Let's look for him and answer the next question. Ah, you're the top animal game master, right? Precisely. You finally made it here. Of course it would be you, Arata. So, shall we get to the final question? Question. The main character in Baku and Delete, Shokyu Haku, went to a school by the name of... that's an easy one. It's called Saint Erase Private High School, right? However, I'm afraid I need the exact name and address of the school. But I don't know. Akebono 710. Uh-oh. Sorry. Wrong answer. Which one is it? Oh yeah, I think it came up in volume 18. The scene with the school entry application acceptance. Come on, I know this. I don't remember. Hey, can you figure it out? If you go ask some comic book nerds around the Broadway used bookstore, they'll probably know. Please. And think that's on floor 3. And we get this floor 3 through the escalator, which does not stop at floor 2, it goes straight to floor 3. Manga Nerd Boy, what now? Address of Saint Erase? Huh? Saint Erase High School's address? Who are you, and why are you asking me this out of the blue? Saint Erase High School? You mean the one that the main character from Baku and Delete went to? Well, you know, even though I'm an expert at everything to do with comics, when you ask me out of nowhere like that... Nah, that's an easy one. Saint Erase High School is at Kingston 58. But why are you asking? A rare comic contest? If you can answer the question, you get a copy of the legendary final volume of Bakadeli? What? No freaking way, are you kidding me? You gotta tell me about it. I don't have to. I can just walk away. Where did he go? Is he still right here? Oh yeah, that's it. It's a Kingston address, but I can't remember the number. Come on, hurry up and answer already. Someone else will win the rare comic. No! How did it go? Did you know the answer? That's it. Kingston 58. That's it exactly. Congratulations! That's the right answer! Yes, I did it. Thank you so much. That's it. You've answered all the questions. Please go to the Eden Free area now. If you get there first, the comic will be yours. The mysterious guy who organized this contest seems to be in the Eden Free area. Quick, let's go. Oh, we gotta hurry. Oh. And no time to talk. Oh. Hey, Arata. Oh, so close. Fortunately, someone had got here before you. You're the second one here. No. Really? Yeah, it was really just a split-second difference, actually. I can't believe it. I tried so hard. Well, what can you do? It was fun. So I guess it's not a total loss. It was a nice way to pass the time. Ah, well then, maybe we should hold another rare comic contest in the future. Oh, yeah, definitely. Next time I'm the organizer. Oh, yeah, I know this guy. Huh? I said he was suspicious looking. No, I never said that. Well, I think it spices things up a bit, calling him suspicious and all that. Actually, I do that all the time with my friends. This guy is, well, sort of my friend, or whatever. What is it? What, is something wrong? You're friends with some weird people. Ah, you're just posing as a cool loner. Don't say that, that's not true at all. Well, even so, it was fun, right? You should take part next time, too. Baku and Delete. A comic about hackers having engaging battles with each other. It's a comic for people like him who have a kind of sickness. Still, a rare comic contest amongst friends. I wonder why humans would bother putting so much energy into something so utterly fruitless. They really have a lot of time on their hands. And it gave me $10. People are a never-ending source of surprises. I never pictured Arata as the type to hang out around otaku crowds myself. Sorry to keep you waiting. Took some time to do a little prep work. That's fine. I am really looking forward to seeing your Kamishiro infiltration plan. Excuse me, but what did you need from me? Ah, Yuko Kamishiro. Sorry to have called you here out of the blue. So, we have the Cyber Sleuth connection jump, my hacking skills, and your connections. My plan involves using all three of these in concert for the first time. Connection jump? Ah, you don't know about that? Explain it to her. Half cyber body? Is that even possible? There's a language only they can understand. I think I understand now. That's why you've been able to move about so mysteriously at times. So then you have Eden Syndrome as well? No, it's nothing. I'm sorry for interrupting. Please continue. I'll explain the main thrust of the strategy now. Our target today is the secret database on Kamishiro's Avalon server. Beyond that is a top-secret area known as the Secret Room. This secret room? Yeah, Kamishiro's most confidential area. In other words, the location of the folder for every Kamishiro CEO, including Kishibe. Once that folder is open, you can dive into Kamishiro's confidential database. Man, this detective agency's turning out to be scarier than any hacker team I know. I like that. I take that as a compliment. Yet that operation still ended with nothing to show for it. Now I get it. You've got your eyes on an even deeper level. That's the plan. Using a connection jump, we can get into as far as the confidential database. First, we use our Kamishiro connections to get us invitations to the preview event at Kamishiro headquarters. Kishibe, the chief executive officer of Kamishiro, mentioned it, right? It's a preview of the big update for Eden. We'll have him infiltrate the confidential database from a terminal there. Once in, send an invitation universal resource locator for the database to me, and then I'll be able to get in as well. Then you'll access the secret room, correct? Yeah. Once we have the data kept there, we should be able to solve this whole thing, including figuring out Suedo's true motives. For that, we're gonna need to tap your connection once again, Yuko. The passcode that gets into the secret room changes every day, right? The only one who knows the passcode is Kishibe. We need you to get close to her. You're the only one of us who can. You want me to steal the passcode from her? Well, that's the plan. Once we're in the top secret area, I'll override the security so we can communicate with Kyoko. You can tell us the passcode via Kyoko. Huh? What is it? Don't tell me you suddenly come down with the case of cold feet. No, that won't be an issue. But I do have one request. My father, Satoru Kamishiro, his notes and research data should be in the secret room. Could you also get those for me? I'm sure the truth about my father is related in the data there. I see. We were certainly unable to find anything conclusive last time. If it's anywhere, it's probably in the secret room. Okay, I'm down with that. It won't make the mission any harder anyway. Well, we didn't know if the data is even there to begin with, but you're right. There's one other possible data storage site. The Valhalla server, which is the core for Eden's quantum processing and control. The server's gotta have all of Eden's history recorded on it, dating back to the very beginning. Whoa, hang on a second. Oh, sure, go right ahead and name drop that like it's nothing, why don't you? Even the most legendary of hackers couldn't hope to get close to that thing. It's got the toughest security in the world, all in one place. Oh? Admitting defeat already? That's not like you. What, did you have a bad experience there? Who asked you? It doesn't matter. That server's no-go. It's not something that we can just hack into. But if a Digimon program was used for the hacking, there might be a way. What did you say? Nothing. It's a gamble just infiltrating the secret room. Asking us to hit the server is another matter entirely. I want nothing to do with it. If you bail on us now, we lose everything. Anyway, our target today is the secret room. That's all there is to it, then. He who runs after two hares will catch neither. That's fine with me. Okay, then let's get this mission started. Chapter 9. Our Master Plan. Whomp. No, it didn't prompt a save. Kinda weird. That's all for today.